In this video, I'll be taking a look at what you could expect as we head into Turkey Day. Will this be the coldest Turkey Day on record? And will we get any drought relief out east? We'll be breaking that all down coming up in this video. Howdy y'all, and welcome. We're going to start off looking at the Canadian model to take a look at the simulated radar. Y'all are going to be dealing with a lot of snowfall today on Sunday, where y'all are already under some winter storm warnings, advisories, and watches, where you're going to be dealing with upwards of 8 to 12 inches of snowfall in the upper elevations and upwards of 3 to 6 inches in the lower elevations. So go out there and enjoy the ski slopes if you have any near you. And please be careful on the roads if you're heading out. Pack that safety kit with you. If you don't have to head out, please don't. And the other story is going to be some severe weather, as we're going to be dealing with a big old storm system that's going to be heading towards the east on Monday into Tuesday. It's going to be bringing some well-needed precipitation out east. Upwards of about 1 to 2 inches is possible. Definitely well-needed precipitation, as y'all have been dealing with some wildfires out there in eastern Tennessee. Now, to take a look at the severe weather, we're going to take a look at Radar Omega, where there has been an enhanced risk issued, along with a slight risk. The enhanced risk is in the orange, and the slight risk is in the yellow. Now, all hazards are possible, with the greatest threat being a tornado threat, which is a 10% hatched area centered over Louisiana and Mississippi, a 5% chance running that here in the red, and of course in the green, y'all are under the 2% threat. As far as the damaging wind threat goes, there is a 30% chance over eastern Louisiana into Mississippi, and a 15% chance of running that in the yellow. As far as large hail threat goes, it's really the lowest threat of the three, but still a threat nonetheless, as there is 50% area here over Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Mississippi. So just make sure, if you live within this area, make sure you put your car up or anything up you don't want damaged from large hail. And as far as damaging wind threat goes, we'll get into that here a little bit, but make sure you tie down anything you do not want blowing around out there, because it looks like it's going to be pretty windy tomorrow. And to take a look at the time frames, we're going to take a look at the HRRR model. Keep in mind that the date and time is right here. This is on Eastern time as well. As we push this forward, not much is going to be happening up until right around 4 o'clock. We're going to be dealing with some general showers and thunderstorms. It's going to start to turn severe right around 7, 8 o'clock. We're going to be dealing with a little bit of a squall line, and that's where our damaging wind threat's going to be coming into play. Could be dealing with upwards of 10 to 20 mile an hour winds, with an occasional 30 mile an hour wind gusts possible. In some areas could even see 40 mile an hour wind gusts as well. And it's going to be getting out of here by right around 2 o'clock in the morning. So again, I would prepare for severe weather to happen between right around 5 o'clock to right around 2 o'clock in the morning if you live within the slight and enhanced risk areas. Now, the reason why they issued the enhanced risk and really the 10% hatched area for tornadoes is because of something we call the significant tornadic parameters. This model puts the thermodynamics and the kinematics into one run, spits out a total 1 to 10 of where you could see a tornado. Now, that don't mean a tornado is going to happen within that general area. It just means that the conditions are favorable for tornadoes. And it looks like the greatest area of concern for tornadoes is going to be centered over Louisiana, right around a 1 out of 10. So definitely, if you live within the enhanced or slight risk zone tomorrow, please be weather aware. Dust off your severe weather action plan. Y'all should know the drill by now, but if you don't, make sure you seek shelter in an interior room, basement, closet. Keep as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. Keep fresh batteries in the weather radios, and make sure the phones are charged up as well, because it looks like tomorrow's going to be a nocturnal tornadic event, as well as a damaging wind threat as well. And damaging winds can be as threatening as tornadoes, so just please be aware of this, and please be weather aware tomorrow. Now back to the simulated radar here in Weather Bell. We can see that we're still dealing with that big old storm system out east. That's going to be getting out. It's going to be bringing that cold air, it looks like, as we have a little trough sitting in here. And as we head off into Turkey Day, you're out there eating turkey with your friends and family, or even if you're eating turkey by yourself, looks like you're going to be dealing with some snowy conditions out west from Idaho over into Nebraska. Be careful if you have to head out on the roads over there. If you live from Texas on over into Mississippi, looks like you could be dealing with some soggy conditions. But really, the rest of the country is pretty dry. So head off into 4 o'clock. Looks like we're still dealing with the same. You're watching the Cowboys beat up on the Commanders. And it looks like right around 7 o'clock, you're heading home from Turkey Day festivities, watching the late night game. Still be dealing with some snow showers out west and soggy conditions down south. As you're heading out Black Friday shopping on Friday, Looks like we're still going to be dealing with some snow showers out west and some rainy conditions for much of the eastern part of the country where y'all are definitely needing the rain. So pack an umbrella if you live out here. Once we head off into Saturday, that storm system is going to push off into the northeast. We're going to be dealing with some snowy conditions and some sleet up here by Maine. If you're heading out getting your Christmas tree on a Christmas tree farm, just please be aware of some icy conditions and some snowy conditions. Pack an umbrella if you live from New York up into southern Maine. And if you live over here from Wyoming down into Nebraska, you're still going to be dealing with a lot of snowfall. As we can see on the snowfall, we're going to be dealing with about 3 to 6 and about 8 to 12 by this time. So that's how much snowfall y'all are going to be getting by the weekend. Definitely a lot of snowfall. But once we get past that, it looks like yet another interesting storm system is going to be setting up as we head into next week, as we could be dealing with some icing down here by Texas. And that could be really, really bad. Now this is over 200 hours out. Keep that in mind. It looks like that's going to be pushing further towards the east and affecting states from Oklahoma on up into West Virginia if this does verify. Now, this probably won't even happen, but if it does happen, I will keep y'all updated, so make sure you're subscribed down below so you never miss an upload, because here at Always Weather, we make weather forecasting fun and informative. And make sure you follow my social medias as well, my Facebook and my X pages. I do frequent updates on there as well. But if this holds up, it looks like we could be coming into a big old mess. And according to the Climate Prediction Center, we see that much of the country is going to be near normal or above average as far as precipitation goes, except for from California up into Washington and from North Dakota over into Maine, where it looks like below average precipitation is expected for y'all. As we head off into next week, it looks like much of the same is expected, so definitely well-needed precipitation is in store for much of the eastern part of the country. Now back to the models here. We're going to take a look at the 500 millibар height anomaly map. This determines our troughing and ridging patterns. We already know what the precipitation is going to be, but we do not know what the temperatures are going to be. As we push this further into the future, we can see a little trough setting in here. And this is what's going to bring our severe weather and our big old storm system. Looks like a major ridge is going to be setting in out west. And that's not going to last long, as it looks like a trough is going to be taking over. And this is what's going to cause a major frigid pattern to set in for quite some time. And to take a look at this, and to take a look and see if this is going to verify, we're going to take a look at the temperature anomalies. This determines our above and below average temperature patterns. We can see that we're going to be above average for a little while until that storm system starts to move through. It's going to be bringing below average temperatures for quite some time, except for from Florida up into Maine. Then that's going to be wiped out, and it looks like much of the country is going to remain below average, except for down here by Florida for quite some time. I'm sure y'all are curious as to what the actual temperatures are going to look like, and as we head off into Monday, we're going to be dealing with some pretty nice temperatures, and this is what's going to cause that severe weather on Monday, and that's going to be quickly knocked out because the big old storm system's going to be rolling through. And once we get to Turkey Day, looks like it's going to be really frigid out there, so go bundle up, really, if you live from much of the country, except for down here in Texas and Florida. Looks like some 70-degree temperatures are going to be in store down there, and this ain't going to last all that long because it looks like some frigid air is going to be sticking around. So make sure you bundle up on Turkey Day weekend. If you're heading out on Turkey Day and Black Friday shopping, heading out getting your tree on Saturdays. You see we already have the tree up here at the Williams Weather headquarters. I know it's early, but hey, you gotta go with it, right? Gotta be festive this time of year. And it looks like some frigid air is going to be sticking around for quite some time. And according to the Climate Prediction Center, it's in agreement with that. It looks like way below average temperatures are expected for the next couple weeks, except for down here in Florida, where it looks like below average temperatures are going to be expected. Head off into next week, remains about the same. So we're pretty jealous of y'all down there in Florida, because we're going to be freezing our tuchuses off up here on Turkey Day, Black Friday, and even on Saturday. So it looks like an active weather period is setting up as we head towards Turkey Day with some pretty nice temperatures as we head towards Turkey Day. This ain't going to last long, as it looks like a storm system is going to be rolling through, bringing some severe weather to the south, where it looks like an enhanced risk and a slight risk is issued. Please be aware of this. If you live down there, know where to go when that warning does get issued. Looks like it's going to be a nocturnal tornadic event. And it looks like some well-needed rain is going to be in store as well, so that's good. But with this is going to bring some really frigid air come Turkey Day weekend. Please be aware of this. If you're heading out enjoying turkey with your family and friends, getting into those turkey comas and shopping until you drop, and going out and getting those trees, because it looks like this cold air is going to be sticking around for quite some time. As we head off into next week, a very interesting storm system is going to be setting up, bringing potential freezing rain and ice to much of Texas and really much of Tennessee as well. Now this probably won't even happen, but if it does, I will be on here reporting on it, so make sure you subscribe down below so you never miss an upload. So everyone's weather, we make weather forecasting fun and informative. So again, if you like the video, please make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to share the video as well so more folks are informed about the weather. Make sure you subscribe down below again with bell notifications turned on so you don't miss an upload. And leave some feedback down below. I read through every one of y'all's comments, and feedback helps the channel out and helps provide you, the viewer, more informative and better content in the future. Have a great Turkey Day weekend. Have fun, be safe, and until next time, never stop forecasting.